looking back, I'm like, okay, this might have been why, trauma with parents, probably not feeling like your voice mattered at home. Whenever you tried to communicate, it would always be like shut down. So that, I think, was the main reason why in school I was like, when it came to singing, I'm shaking.
Well, because it's how you express, right? So like the voice is a very unique instrument in the sense that we actually have words that we can use, and no other instrument can do that, right? And so if you have always been shut down when you've tried to communicate something, even with just through speaking, right? Through talking, singing is an elevated version of that. It breaks my heart for you that happened.
Now where I am, I'm very like glad, because I found acceptance within everything that happened. Just looking at the good things as well. The teachers that did show up, the friends that were cheering me on, or like people that maybe weren't in my circle, but they were also like, again, there's always going to be people that are like cheering you on. And so now I'm like, I love this. And now,
Hey Voxstar, and welcome to From Singer to Artist. I'm Lara Chapman, award-winning singer and songwriter turned viral vocal coach and the host of this show. At VoxTape Studios, we help singers from all over the world level up their voices by teaching them the 3 fundamental skills all singers need: technique, awareness, and artistry. Whether you're looking to go pro or just develop your voice for fun, my team and I are here to help. Check the link in the description to book your first session or grab some of our other resources. Alrighty, are you ready? Let's get started.
We are back in New York City with 2 special guests today. We have Coach Emily from our team and special artist going by the name Sensata. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So, funny story, we met only like, a month or so ago?
Yeah.
Not even.
No, it's, the beginning of...
Yeah, the beginning of May. It's now end of May. So, like barely a month. In beautiful Tulum at a vocal production retreat hosted by the one and only Simone Torres. Thank you so much, Simone. Shout out to Simone. She's fantastic. We learned so much. Yeah. And you took such good care of me there. Even though I'm older. But like, we flew into the same airport and you got there a couple minutes before I did. And I'm the kind of person, like, I can't be bothered to figure out how to get the bus, and then like I'm just gonna pay the extra money for a taxi so I can get to my end destination. But you figured it all out. You were like, we gotta go here, we gotta go there, and you speak Spanish too. I don't, and so you took such good care of me. And then we were on the bus ride together,
and we were talking,
and then we had 3 amazing days in the jungle of Tulum, learning about vocal production. That's how we met. But that is not where your singing story starts.
Way before.
Way back. Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about how you got into music, where you at now. Give us your life story.
I started when I was like, honestly, since the time I could remember. Like, I was known for like entertaining my family, family parties. I was dancing. I had, like when you're a kid, you have no shame and you're just like, you're being yourself.
But you're such a great dancer. The last night, remember, like we were kind of like dancing and you had all these crazy moves and I was like, I am so making a fool of myself here. But you're so good. So it makes sense that you've been doing it from little.
I've never took classes as well. Like I was just in general, like as a kid, I think very observant. I loved watching, entertainers on TV and just in general, like I felt like, it's that energy that you have. And I would just choreograph my own stuff. I was, like I knew I wanted to sing when I was like little and I was singing. And also I, basically my family, like I said, my family knew me as like the entertainer and singing. I would always like with my cousins, I was like a little boss. I would be like, I was very like, come on, we have a song, let's write a song, let's sing, let's make a song. And then I remember once I was like, when, I'm pretty sure we relate to this, but it's like when there's a song that you don't know, but your head is like guessing the next lyric.
Yep.
I swore that I was like psychic or something.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was very outgoing, very confident. I was born in New York. But when I was 6, I moved to New Jersey. This town, it's also near Princeton. So it's a small town, and there was a lot of moving as well, like in my life. That's a little like summary about it. But yeah, I also was in choir, like in my school. I think until like 4th grade, maybe. It was like the beginning of 4th grade. That's when I started like finally getting on stage. I think there was only like one time that I got to really do that, like during the time I was in New Jersey, the choir, and I was also gonna get into like orchestra, but I didn't get the chance because I then moved to a different place in New Jersey. So there was a lot of like not a lot of stability. With singing though, like I was still doing it on my own, behind the scenes, singing, dancing. And then when I was 10 years old, I came back to New York, like 10 or 11, came back to New York, and I felt that something like changed within me, like the girl that was...
Something has changed within me.
Yes.
Sorry, could not resist.
No, it's literally that. So I felt like knowing that I was coming back to New York and hearing like what the environment was like, going into like, I mean, still a public school, but knowing that it was way different from like the town that I felt at least safe in. I think when I came here, the environment like changed something within me. And I was now like facing, it was like the bubble, was popped. And now it's like, so yeah, with kids, I was also doing YouTube at that time.
That's right.
I was doing YouTube at that time. I had my channel I was starting up. Honestly, for like, I had so many like visions. I was like, like this is the beginning of like the era of like, like I predicted that we would be here today with the influencer stuff. I was like, I swear, it's like it's gonna happen. And now we look and you have influencers being paid. And things like that. But yeah, when I came to New York, the kids were kind of like teasing me for having this happy-go-lucky like personality as well. And I think that's when I started seeing like within myself, I was like dimming my light. So that caused a whole like pausing thing within me.
I think a lot of creatives can relate to that. I mean, I can't. I was heavily bullied in middle school. Middle school? 7th, 8th, and 9th grade?
I think you told me.
Yeah. And it does something to you, and, like it kind of dims your light, like you said, and you kind of start keeping to yourself, but still you have this passion inside of you, and I'm like, I need to get it out.
I need to get it out.
Somebody listen.
Exactly. Literally that. I also like, I remember it's kind of like cheerleading, but it's honestly like a dance club that I had. My friends were telling me to join, and I was like, okay, like I'll do it, and I found myself, like I said, I was dancing, no shame or whatever, but I think there was also something that happened along the lines of like friendship, betrayal, that basically, like I said, dimmed myself because I didn't want to outshine anybody, like especially the people that I loved or cared about like the most. I was like, oh, I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to, that's not my intention. Like if anything, I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to see yourself the way that I do. Like we could be doing this together. I was always someone that it didn't matter like what clique or whatever. I got along with everyone because I honestly, like, I see you as, a human. So, I was very inclusive. Like I'd never, like, I was very serious about like, no, I'm never gonna like treat anybody in a, you know, in a way that's very like, oh, like I shine and you gotta like be behind me or whatever. Even though I said like as a kid with my cousin, I was like, hello, bossy or whatever.
Yeah.
Not like that. But it's just in general, I was very passionate, and I wanted people to also, especially because I was very observant and aware that, you know, as kids, we should be able to be playful. We should, you know, like we all grow up in a, you know, we all have different stories, and you never know what goes on at home. But I was that person that wanted to create that safe space for people to really, truly be who they were.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, yeah.
I love that.
I found myself also, like, if there was, like, any teasing, because I deleted my YouTube channel when I got here.
Because of the teasing.
Yeah, because of the teasing, because of the name. And, you know, it was very different because people from New Jersey were, like, more like, oh, my God, like, I love the way you sing and this and that, like, the kids. And then when I came here, it was, like, you know, it was just, like, your name on username, like, not, it was things like that. So I deleted it. And whenever something would happen, I would like you said, like I would keep to myself. But I also didn't let, like, I was still happy-go-lucky all my life, because it's like it's so hard to like not be. Like, it's just like that's who I am. So there was things like that, and dancing. Whenever it came to dancing, I had stage fright, a little bit of it, like, you know, getting nervous before performing, like I think 7th grade and stuff like that. I would get nervous, and it's just like, no, I can't do it. Or a talent show, I'd be like, no, I can't do it. Especially when it came to singing, because singing, that's where I think maybe I was more confident in dancing.
Yeah.
But with singing, that was always like,
Why do you think that is?
I think as a kid, you can't really, I wasn't able to obviously like process the things that were happening in the environment I was growing in, where, you know, my household as well. But I think, like I said, I did have, you know, looking back, I'm like, okay, this might have been why, you know, trauma with parents. Probably not feeling like your voice mattered at home. So whenever you tried to communicate, it would always be like shut down. It would be like, you know, because as a kid, you're curious, and you're saying like, I want to be this and I want to be that. And you're just so interested in, like, especially how I am. Like, I've always been very curious. If I feel something, I have to say it. At least that's where I find myself now, like back finally. But as a kid, you know, like you get kind of shut down whenever you want to communicate something, especially, like I said, at least how I grew up. So that, I think, was the main reason why in school I was like, when it came to singing, I'm shaking.
Well, because it's how you express, right? So, like, 'cause the voice is a very unique instrument in the sense that we actually have words that we can use, and no other instrument can do that, right? And so, if you have always been shut down when you've tried to communicate something, even with just through speaking, right? Through talking, singing is an elevated version of that. Well, guess what's gonna happen, right? Like, you're gonna get insanely nervous because you're afraid to communicate, because at this point you've always been shut down. And you know, it breaks my heart for you that happened, because, you know, I was so fortunate growing up in a very supportive household, and you know, my parents were like, you want to sing, go sing. You want to play piano, go do that, right? So it was so amazing, and I'm very aware that that's not the reality for everybody, right? You know, as a kid, like, how are you going to navigate that? That's crazy, but it's so great for me to see how you didn't let that shut you down completely and then go be an accountant somewhere. Not that there's anything wrong with being an accountant, right? But like, you found your way kind of like back into the music, or you never let it like fully leave your
Fade
life,
out,
right? Exactly. So I don't know how you navigated that? Like, I guess that wasn't easy for you.
Part of me also, even though it felt like you're kind of like, you're in this echo chamber of like people kind of like not really taking you seriously, because especially if you can't communicate. Like, I've always felt like that person that's like, I walk into a room and if I try to speak, like, I'm just also like, I'm very I'm awkward. Like, that's my personality. But it's also like not something that I'm ashamed about, because I know that, like, I also knew, like, I don't know, characters I saw on TV were quirky and like whimsical. So it's like something that I always admired, and I made promises to myself as a kid. Actually, that's probably as well. Like, I remember whenever, you know, spending that time alone, because I am the oldest sibling as well. So I grew up alone. But whenever I felt very like down, I had to talk to myself. Like, I had to parent myself. I was a parentified child. So I would make promises, and I'd be like, when we grow up, you know, like, we need to make sure that we don't let anybody take away your dreams. Like, this is a promise, like, that you're gonna make these things happen eventually. So yeah, I would create this version of like an older version in my head of myself, instead of having like an imaginary friend. I mean, technically my future self was my imaginary friend. So I was like, you know, as a kid, I think I was sending messages into the future, like, you know, this is what, like, you're gonna be brave, we're gonna do this together, because I really felt like I was alone. But yeah, I made promises to myself. And I think also when my little sisters came into the picture, I felt like again, the protector. So I gave them that safe space. I was more like emotionally there for them, and very like artistic. And I remember them like looking up at me, like I was like their role model, and still to this day. So I kept the artistic, you know, there was expression, and there was like just that, like, and they're also like singers and dancers.
Nice. They learned it from you.
Yeah, like they're just, you know, they're very, you can tell. And I think that also gave me hope. Like, you also pay attention to the people that, even if it's like a few, there's still, you'll always have someone that's admiring you from a distance, or, you know, and is seeing your growth and is actually cheering you on, even if you feel like the people that you want to pay attention to you aren't.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so hard, especially as kids. Like, you want that validation, right?
Yeah.
You wanna get the pat on the shoulder, like, good job, right? And when you're not getting it, and you have to provide that, for yourself, like, it's so hard.
Yeah. And also like pretending, like, for example, because, you know, it's like, again, when it came down to talent shows or whatever, it's like you see other people, like you see their parents maybe, or their siblings are showing up, but then you're like, oh, I know for sure my parents aren't going to make the effort to truly really be there. So I think I would also, like, sometimes, like, I would be like, I'd keep it to myself, because I knew what the outcome would be. I mean, a couple times they showed up, especially graduation and things like that. But when just basically, it's like, again, not letting that, how do you say it? My mind went blank, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but just like not letting that like stop you.
Yeah, not letting that stop you.
Get to you. It does get to you, though.
It does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I think first, like, because now where I am is very different. Now I think I had teachers. Oh, my teachers. I always wanted them to like take me home, please. Take me with you. Yeah. I know it's like a sad story, guys. A sad story but no, it's like, to me, I'm also very like, I'm now where I am. I'm very like glad, because I found acceptance within everything that happened. I'm also like just looking at the good things as well.
Yeah.
The teachers that did show up, the friends that were cheering me on, or like people that maybe weren't in my circle, but they were also, like, again, there's always going to be people that are like cheering you on.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, I love this. And now, yeah.
Well, but that shows true strength on your side.
Yeah.
That you were able to recognize, hey, I'm not getting the support here, but that you are not focusing on what you're not getting, but that you can also see what you are getting.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing in singing, right? Like in singing, it's so hard to focus on the things that you can't do yet.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm so frustrated. I can't do this thing. That you kind of like don't even see the stuff that you're actually already doing really well.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's like, what is happening? You actually are already really good. I don't know what your problem is. You're just focusing on the one thing you can't do. Right? So I love that you were able to see the support too that you had and the cheering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, like, even though I was nervous to perform, I loved the feeling after. Like, whether it was singing, whether, you know, in general, just being an entertainer, like the feeling of like, okay, yes, I'm nervous. Yes, I want to like back out. Like, I don't want to, you know, but then after you do it, I was just like, this feeling is the feeling that I'm always going to like chase. You know, it's like when you finally overcome what you're like afraid of. And I think in general, I think I took that as like, you know, this is going to be my life, always confronting myself, whether that's internally, because I was very like, I think introspection, like too introspective. No, but it's like, I was just very, like I said, in my own world, and in the way that just constantly asking myself, like, are we okay? Like, are we, you know, I was, again, the parent. But yeah, I think when I got to college, though, well, actually, high school also was something where I was like, I need to be aware of my like circle, my friend group, because after middle school, it was so like, at least that's where I experienced trauma. And then high school was just very, I said I was like, I need to like focus on school because, I need to like focus on this. I also had chances to like audition for schools that were like art based, you know, like singing and stuff like that. But when it came down to it, I would chicken out.
Yeah.
So it's like, then I ended up in the school that was like teaching in the profession. So then in my head, like it became like, now I'm like, the thing that I said I wasn't going to do, now I'm doing it, because, you know, when you're in, like, everyone is telling you like, oh, they're expecting you to say, oh, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be, like a doctor, a nurse, cop, all these things, business, you know. And so I just started slowly kind of being like, okay, I think I can do teacher, you know, because I love kids. I saw that's where like I kind of lost a little bit of like that, but it was still always constantly, I know what I'm going to be. It's still going to be a singer. I'm still going to be a dancer. But actions weren't being taken towards that. And then I got myself, like, with the groups that would form around me, even if I wasn't looking for, like, you know, like, I'm going to be, like, more focused on myself. I don't want drama, because it's, like, it already took time away from, like, my passions. I was still that person with friend groups that was like pouring into people so much that I wasn't pouring into myself.
I can relate.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. So it was just teachers that were also telling me like, you need to like focus on you. You need to, you know, like you also can't be like all these responsibilities. You're a kid. You're supposed, you know, it's not fair to you. And you know, when you go to college, go far away. Like get away from there. You know, it's like you don't have to be, you know. What they want you to be, like being the older sibling and taking care of my sibling, like my younger siblings, things like that. So I was being told that, but you know, it's still like I can't kind of feeling.
You almost feel guilty then too.
You feel guilty
when you leave your younger siblings behind. You're like,
exactly.
No, I don't want to do that either.
So and then college was the real deal, where you have to actually choose where are you going, you know. And I still I also didn't want to major in like the arts because I didn't want like, you know, grades to kind of discourage me even more, like, and be like, oh, like, you know, that would have, at least for me, would have, it's just, I wouldn't be here. But what happened, eventually I graduated. I took classes, like the last class that I took was audio production, and that's when it clicked for me. I was like, oh my gosh, this whole time you could make your own music, you know, you don't have to, because I never had the resources. So I also thought, now I can like make something with what I, you know, like the school, how do you say it? Just in general, like during that time, I was like, I can actually create something at home. I don't have to also spend so much money, at least for like constantly.
It's
I mean,
gotten
it's still
so much more
something
accessible, right?
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is where you kind of transitioned from I'm going to be a singer, dancer, performer to I am?
That's college was where I was like getting towards that. And then after I graduated and I was like, honestly, like me and my best friend met up on the side, like we were like, okay, let's go away before they throw like the confettis and like, the ceremony's over. We stepped to the side just to have best friend, you know, like our best friend talk, like we did this, because also I was like, I don't want to graduate without her, like I wouldn't have made it without her. So I stayed a little longer in college, but during that time we were having a talk, I'm just like breaking down, and I'm just crying because it's like all this time, like I did the thing. I became the first gen to graduate, and I did that. I was like, that's the last thing that I will do for my parents. Like it gave me like some kind of like peace where I'm like, you guys, this is where now I'm going to put myself first, and I need to pursue what I've always wanted to do.
Wow.
So that's where I was like, I am. And in general with friendships, I think when I stopped looking for that love in friendships, all of that, because I was always someone that walked away because I knew there was better, and like love should be something that's like you're considered from the beginning, and you're listened to, and you're not, you know. And I think because of where I grew up, my environment with my mother or my father, I didn't have that, and I knew acceptance, like this is how they are, but now like I don't ever want to be in an environment where I feel the same way that I felt as a kid. So now it's like I just stopped. I was like, I promised myself that, how do you say it? It's just basically I'm no longer searching for love. I think when I said I don't seek validation from them or love from them, I think that's where it all clicked. And I saw that within friendships and relationships. Now it's like I'm putting myself first, and this is, you know, it feels great.
You better get it, girl.
Yes.
You better get it.
Yes.
Like,
Nothing can stop me now.
No, but like you're 20 young something, right?
Pretty young something.
And it takes people decades.
Yeah.
And most people never stop chasing it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it's amazing. I mean, obviously, I'm really sorry, right? But you know, I'm just glad to see that you're coming out stronger on the other end.
Yes,
and that, I mean, now you've made a huge step. You quit your job to do music, and like, how exciting is that? Like
That is like the ultimate putting yourself first move.
Yes,
ever.
It takes balls to do that. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And yes, that's the ultimate putting yourself first.
Yeah.
You're so right. You're so right. So now what are you doing now? Like
now, well, I'm also getting into, well, obviously music production. So like I'm learning on my own. Also like putting myself out there right now. So right now I'm going outside, networking, just getting, because I think for a long time, like I said, also I was stuck at home, like in general. I also had a time where I was like very low, depressed, scared to go out. I had so much fear that was accumulating like within me, like to even step out of my house. But now where I am, it's like very like all in. So getting out there in the physical world and actually connecting with people, like the people that I've always wanted, you know, artists. And like the more that I'm out there, you know, the less, well, actually the ice melts away, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So connecting with community, because that was always a big thing for me as a kid too. I felt like, again, it was, I think that's why I was pouring into friendships, and I felt very like misunderstood, because as a kid I was very like aware of the things that were going on like around the world, and I just wanted people to like care about it. So now when I go out, I finally like, you know, I just go out and then it's like, oh my gosh, you understand, like you know you're aware, I don't even have to explain it to you. You just feel very understood, and it just motivates you to take the risks also, and to believe in yourself. So right now it's all that. I want to, you know, entrepreneurship, like I'm looking forward to that. I know that sometimes I'm still like, oh, like it's kind of scary, but I know that now more than ever, more than ever. Yeah, we were talking about it. You were telling. But yeah, more than ever, I'm just like, I need to take the leap. Like I have nothing left to lose. That's just how I feel. Like I'm gonna go all in with everything, my passions, awesome. And everything. Just basically that. So
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. It is scary. It is very scary out there. But guess what? It's scary for everybody. I think that's good to know. Like you're not the only one that feels scared doing it. But it's the people that make it are the ones that even try in the first place. Like you can't make it if you don't even try. You know?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was so great to hear not only that you followed music the whole time, but it's almost like you and music took turns taking the lead, if that makes sense. Like it didn't leave you, even when you had so much going on and were working through relationships and so many different things in your life. And the music was always there. Like that urge to do the talent show, even if you talked yourself out of it, was like, you know, that little nudge, because it was still right there with you. And now you're, I don't know, holding hands.
Literally.
You know, you're like,
finally
is there
connected.
no boyfriend?
Literally. Like no relationships, music. But
Well, actually, Emily, you were talking about this once. You said that you to create your own energy sometimes on stage, you know, when you're performing and people are not really paying attention, like if you're performing at a restaurant or a bar or whatever. What the relationship that you focus on is the relationship to the material.
yes.
And so that's kind of like how you create your own energy. And I feel like here it's like your relationship to music is what's keeping you going.
That's where the love has been. It sounds like that's the love that's been poured into you, you know, the whole time. And now you're finally in a place where, you know, you can share the wealth.
Exactly.
Yes.
I came across this like post, I think it was on Pinterest or something. It was like basically all of this was leading me to be able to open my heart to myself. Basically.
That's great.
And that's definitely where I am in general. Like, it's beautiful. I love also, like I said, the community that I'm building, and I just feel like finally, like it's like this is what I've been waiting for all these years, you know. And people just automatically, like I was like, I'm going to challenge myself to do the very thing that scares me. I'm going to go out and I'm going to actually dance outside, because I never really, like, I was always dancing in my room, or I was always singing in my room, but I never, like, even my best friend, it took a while for her to hear me sing. And I went out and I was like, I need to be in touch with my body. Like, I need to do this. And then now I'm like, you know, it's connected me to so much opportunities, so many people that are just in general like very like you know, they make you feel seen and you make them feel seen. And a lot of times too, I find myself like uniting people on the dance floor. And this is like something that is like, oh my gosh, like when you're showing who you are.
Yeah,
you know?
and even in Tulum, like when we were just dancing on that last night, like you made an effort to like teach me and teach other people like how to do that crazy thing that you did, and I was like, yo, I'm too white for this shit. Like,
she was killing it though.
Oh, yeah.
She was
We were
killing it.
last
my finger
episode.
dance?
Yeah,
Last episode we were talking about shaking ass.
I love it.
I learned from the best.
There you go. That's all you.
No, but so here's just one thing that I want to just reiterate that you said, like you were waiting for, right? Like, I get that, but you created that. You weren't just waiting and it dropped into your lap. Like, no. You took
I created
steps.
it within myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You created it. So give yourself credit for that, which I believe you are. And I appreciate that about
Love
you
that
a
you-
lot.
yeah.
Thank you.
That you give yourself credit for where credit is very much deserved
Yes.
to be given. So I love that. Applause.
Yes.
you.
Big W.
Yay you. Yay you. You're so strong. And I know you said that you're currently carrying, like the last month or so, you're carrying a lot of physical tension in your body, and I wonder if there's like, you know, something from your past, or just like some sort of fear that's kind of like in the back of your mind that's like trying to pull you back into safety. Because like what I'm not saying that, you know, how you grew up and all that's a safe environment. Usually it's not, but it's what your body knows. And the known to the human brain always feels more safe than the unknown.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm, because now that you're like stepping away from it and you're like, no, I'm going to do the thing that scares me and I'm going to do what I want to do and I'm going to, you know, pursue my dreams. That's unknown and that's scary. And I'm wondering if that physical, just body tension that you're feeling is your mind trying to pull you back to what it considers safety. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. it
That
could
might be like way off, but that's just kind of like a thought that came to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that is what it is. Maybe no. I don't know.
I think a lot of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is something that's like stored, like you know, the stress or like. It's weird because it's like I think for the most part, I feel like my mind now feels like at peace with things where it's like I'm not really like afraid or like of the unknown anymore like that. But I just now it's like my body is just feeling very like overwhelmed, and it could be still because everything that I encountered, or also the times, like I said, where I was very like down. Now it's like catching up to me. You know, I think mainly it's also that.
I can so relate to that because like the whole bullying thing that happened with me in middle school, right? Like, yeah, of course it bothered me. And I asked my mom every day, do I really have to go to school today? Right?
Yeah.
Every single day. And so of course it bothered me then. But I never really processed it. And then just recently, like this was this past Christmas, I was at home and we were having some sort of discussion. And that topic came up and I just out of nowhere started bawling. And I'm like, what is happening? Because I never actually processed it and spent time with it. And it catches up with you eventually.
Absolutely.
Right? And it wasn't even about bullying. It was about me feeling like I'm not being heard, or that my opinion doesn't matter as much as somebody else's opinion, or whatever, right? Like that kind of stuff, like some sort of conflict resolution is what it was about. And it caught up with me. And my mom was like, there you go. This is what happens, right? My mom is very much like woo. No, what's the term? Voodoo is
like
a bad woo. Yeah, just very much, you know, like
I love
the
that.
stars in the universe, and that's me. And you know, Chinese medicine, and you know, like all of that. So yeah. But maybe, you know, you've processed a lot, but there's still more to process usually sometimes.
Probably, maybe. I'm not sure because, like I said, I feel like all my childhood was dedicated to that. And I think also like the pandemic was like where it hit, where it's like everything was like now I'm processing everything. Like, because the thing is, sorry, I'm here stuttering. But in 2019, that's when I was like starting to like, you know, like I took a vacation for the first time. I took the first step of like, oh, now I'm going out of the country by myself. But then the pandemic happened, and then I was in that room all by myself, and everything was just being processed of like everything that ever happened to me. And also I think so many years, like I continue to still be like, there's something that I still gotta like look at. I still have to look at it. Like there has to be something, you know. I just think that I stared at my wounds for so long, basically, and I picked at it when like honestly I needed to give myself the chance to also go out there and like you know, also heal in that way.
I think sometimes when you're around people who are lacking self-awareness, especially to a point that it hurts you, you become so set on becoming self-aware. I'm gonna hold myself accountable, and that's where I'm hearing, like when hearing you say like, oh, you're picking out those wounds, you looked at them for so long trying to figure out, am I holding myself responsible for everything that I can and should be? Am I aware enough that at some point you start holding yourself overly accountable for things that have nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
And like you were saying, like you were spending so much time internally convincing yourself that you're not the problem, but maybe you are, but no, you're not. That makes no sense. But there has to be a reason, you know, like
that there's always a reason for why the things happen.
And it just layers and layers and layers that you weren't like touching grass and, you know, like you weren't going out and seeing people on the sidewalk.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
That is I love that. I love that. It takes both, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of external, a little bit of internal.
Work, a little outside work, Yeah.
I need to do more internal. You need to do more external.
What are your problems, Emily? Tell us all about it.
I do a lot of I do a lot of inside work to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to go see people and I need to just exist like a person and hold conversations about nothing, you know, like, and go out to dinner and say hi to like a challenge for me right now, which is so silly that it's a challenge, but I am always saying hi to people in elevators. I always say hi. And then when I get off or they get off, I say, have a great day or have a good one. And it's just like, my therapist and I were talking about how like what the world needs so badly right now and what I need from the world is just like regular human connection. You know, where I'm not liking a photo of someone I know doing something like, which is great. I don't, you know, it's cool that we're there, also insane that we're there, you know?
Yes. Very much so.
Like, and just being like, by the way, I'm a person and you're a person and we can talk to each other. And it doesn't have to be that deep. It's like,
I had a moment with someone in an elevator yesterday at our hotel, my hotel, the hotel I'm staying at, and you know it was raining last night. I didn't have an umbrella. I looked like a hot mess, just drenched, you know, with my suitcase and my backpack. And after a really long day, got up at 4 a.m. This was like 9 p.m. and I still have more work to do on my computer after the fact. And it was like this man in the elevator, and he got in there first. He held the elevator open for me, and then I was like, oh, I'm trying to like, you have to like do the key thing, you know, so that you can select your floor. You have to scan your key to select your floor because they don't want random people using the elevator, whatever. And so he did it for me, and I was like, I tried to do it myself first, and it didn't work, and I pressed 4, the 4th floor. I'm like, my room is on the 24th floor. I'm not, and then he did it for me because it didn't work, and he pressed 4, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I pressed. I'm on the 24th floor. I was on the 4th floor in the other building. Here we're on the 4th floor. Because I was just so tired. So we did like a little extra stop on the 4th floor, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I get it. That happened to me before too. No problem. So we had this like sweet little moment in the elevator, and I'm like, I am so sorry. An extra pit stop.
And it's like, so isn't it so great to just be people? Like and like and like not be like texting about it. I mean, not that like, you know, I'm so in and out of it. But like sense. It's so great to just be like, oh yeah, we can have meaningless interactions and then become so meaningful.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes, that's my outside work. My inside work, I need to lay off.
I need more of that. I'm so good at distracting myself. And I just bury myself in work. And I
Yeah.
was like, maybe you should like not do that. And actually figure out, how do you really feel
Yeah,
about
but what if
that?
we journal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've never journaled.
Never.
Never in my life. And I have written songs. And you know, like as songwriters, it's like, yeah, that's just like what you do. You journal, right?
Yeah.
And it's advice that I give to others.
Yeah.
Do it. And I should maybe like start taking my own advice.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. One day I will learn.
Yeah.
I have gotten a lot better at communicating though. And
That's
that's something
awesome.
Grant taught me, my husband.
Yeah.
He taught me how to communicate and not just shut down. Because whenever there was conflict, I would shut down.
Yeah.
And he taught me how to like actually let it out and communicate and not just
Yeah.
please others by shutting down.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So we all have room for growth.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
we
how-
try our best.
That's how it's like for me and my best friend. I'm her Grant, I guess.
Okay. Yes. I love that.
I love that.
This is probably why we vibed so well. Like literally just getting into that bus, we were just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, the entire time.
Yeah.
No like awkward silence or anything. We're just going. And
Yeah.
we didn't know each other at all. At all. And we
You just knew
went,
you were going to the same place.
Yeah.
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 It was so hot, but we were still yapping.
Yes.
We're
Oh
like-
my God.
Yeah.
They need better AC.
Yeah. Literally.
But no, we had a good time. So that's probably why, because you're my Grant.
There you go.
And I'm your whatever your best friend's name is.
Eileen.
Eileen. There you go. Come on, Eileen. I love it. Oh, wait, this is so singery of us, always breaking into
Right?
song. Whenever somebody is
my
saying
gosh.
like, it's like,
Get-
I know a song about this. Let me sing the song for you.
Get deep and then go to Come On, Eileen.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love it. Do you still want to do any singing, or are you like, I'd rather actually just like not?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, because I also want vocal tips.
Okay.
Like,
We're
Okay.
too.
That's why we're
Well, I
here.
mean-
We're here to help. Yes. Did you want to stand for it, or are you like just sitting up properly and?
okay, I can get up.
Ooh, okay, we get a little concert. No, not a concert, but I feel very much like I'm like sitting here, look at you. Ooh, a little scene change. I'm excited. So you're gonna be singing a little something for us, so that you were like, I want to get some voice tips. So
Yeah.
you've got two of us here. We'll put our brains together to get you the best possible tips.
Okay.
You want to do Rolling in the Deep? Fever pitch and it's spinning me out the dark.
Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your ship there. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. I got nervous. Start overthinking, and then I'm like, ooh.
Yes.
It's the mind and the body. And
Yes. You started kind of getting into your head on that pre-chorus.
Yeah.
The scars of your love, because of your breathing.
Yeah.
I saw you starting to
thinking it.
Yup.
Yeah.
Because you started touching your stomach area, and that's to me is like weep weep. We're starting to think. Right? Alarm bells go off.
Okay.
And then you kind of like started losing your breath, and you started breathing in weird places, and then it was like right, and you held it together until the chorus, and then you were like, and now
we're
we're
out,
off.
yeah.
Yep, exactly. Can we do that pre-chorus here one more time? The scars of your love. But where do you breathe? Actually?
So I'm so glad you said that, because I was gonna say I need to jump in.
Yes.
All right. Can I hold your mic for a second? You're not gonna need to talk for like 1 second. Can you stick both your arms out, just like wide, just starfish? And I want you to you can just close your eyes. We were just talking about this. Close your eyes, and I want you to Just inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Just nice. Now I want you to keep doing that, but think that this next inhale is going to be expanding your chest forward, expanding your back backwards, and your sides are going out. Yeah, just try it a couple times. Yeah. Do it one more time. I'm going to hold the mic in front of you, and I just want you to go, the scars of your love.
The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all.
Yes! Yeah. Why did you stop?
I know. Because I felt my throat a little.
Okay. But ooh, hello voice.
Yeah, there she is.
How was that experience for you?
It's nice.
Yep.
I was just like, probably need a little more water.
Oh yeah, go grab some water.
Yeah. You couldn't even tell. So the reason I had you stick your arms out is because as you were holding this mic, you were here. Mm-hmm. And that was really, you were aiming for a low breath, which like you just mentioned, like where do you breathe? So I was like, all right, let's get this physical. Let's make this not an option anymore and see what happens.
Oh, I love that that's what you thought I said with where do you breathe? Okay, so
I put it in the body. You meant
put
in
it
the
in
phrase.
the body. I meant in the phrase.
We're like so talking about the same thing and not.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of, that's where you can breathe.
Yeah,
You
that's
have
it.
to you go to the entire thing without breathing. That's a long phrase.
Yeah.
I think, usually this is a song that I actually feel comfortable with. It's just that, I'm like, tense right now. But
But opening that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and while you're doing this, you're keeping your inhalation and exhalation muscles expanded. Mm-hmm. So your lungs can stay expanded for a little bit longer. Because we have this reflex where the alveoli in our lungs, they expand when you inhale, and then they're like, gotta shrink back down. Yeah. They're very elastic, or they help with elasticity in the lungs. So if we train that, that's kind of where the breath support part of it comes in. Because you were talking about breath control, but I think it actually might be a practice in breath support for you of how do I train my lungs to stay expanded so I'm not forced by my body to exhale as soon as I take in the air.
All right.
Can you try, because you're holding the mic, one thing that I sometimes do is like I'm literally doing this when I'm singing. Like I'm pushing my elbows out to like, I know it looks freaking weird, but like for the sake of this exercise, right? Like we're kind of doing what you were doing with Emily, right? Like leaving the arms out, but we just only go from the elbow, like to the elbow.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes, kind of like this. So just kind of give yourself that space. Pretend like you're an opera singer, because like sometimes how they stand like this, right?
That is probably part of it.
Yeah,
in classical.
Yeah. If that feels comfortable, if that feels like it's building a lot of tension, then you definitely don't want to do that.
The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love remind me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside of your hand, but you played it to the beat.
Yes, good. Okay.
Yeah. How is that comparatively?
Better. Also because I think less of being in my head. I kept telling myself, no. Think. Just go. But yeah, it feels, the mic is a little bit heavy. but
these mics are heavy.
Yeah. But it's, like you guys said, expanding my, I felt good.
Yeah.
Taking up space. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
keep telling myself.
You have a very clear, like in the, your belt is very clear up there.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Right now, it just feels like there's weight, but it's not, but it's because of also, like I said, how I've been feeling recently. I, like a couple months back, like it felt like good. It's just recently I feel like I haven't been exercising it as much, like my head voice or in general. Like I've been like just sticking to the lower voice and like lower, let me rock like kind of like thing. But I haven't been practicing as much as before, where now it's like I have to retrain myself to, you know, feel good up there.
Okay.
But yeah, it doesn't feel totally bad. It's what I can do right now. So
Yeah, that totally makes sense. I mean, exercise physiology principles, it's a 2-week use it or lose it kind of, right? Like, I wish it were longer, but like, if you haven't worked on your head voice or higher range in 2 weeks, it doesn't immediately fully go away, but it just starts to become a little bit harder. It's kind of like when you just stop going to the gym for a while and then you get back into it and you're like, I thought 5 pounds was supposed to be light.
Yes.
You know, it's just going to take a second, but you're going to get back to where you were a little faster if you've already gotten there before.
Okay.
Yeah, so just mess around with like up in the higher part of your range or any sounds. That will help.
Maybe you so got those notes. Like, it's so mental. It's just so mental for you. And one thing that I like to do, like if it feels heavy, because what I'm hearing you say, it's like it feels just a little heavier than usually.
Yeah, just right now.
Yeah, just right now. Yeah. Then it usually does, right? So, like almost like sighing into it a little bit, like, oh.
No, that was the
But you know, just again, it goes back to flow.
Yeah.
Like the breath flow.
Yeah. No, I was just saying that I was holding myself back from the. I heard that little. You heard that? The shake. The.
Oh, who cares? Who gives a shit?
It's like
Yes. Okay.
a.
Okay. Great. Now, can we try like a? Oh. Great. Now, instead of going, oh, I'm exaggerating, where you're like, you have that, and then squeeze, flow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. That was nice.
Yeah.
Now it's, is that the note I think?
Oh.
Oh. Like. Oh.
Start there. Yeah,
There?
start. Go.
Is it?
You're on the note. Now we
Yeah.
want to get it back into that firmer tone, that more of a
chest
belt.
dominant.
Ah.
Don't think about it so much. It's just,
Yeah. There it is.
I have to mimic you. That's probably what it is.
I'm the same way.
I'm a good. Yeah.
That's an okay place to be.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I do much better when I can just mimic somebody else.
Yeah.
Because then now you're like, I'm going to make the sound and not like, I need to put the air on top of the thing and then let it out and then,
Okay.
Yeah. Sighing into the right? Yeah, that was way better than what I just did. That was great.
Your jaw just dropped for the first time as well. Well, maybe not first time, but like it just went, like it just totally wasn't.
So good. Yeah, that's also another thing too. Questions about the jaw, because I do tend to like I don't get used to opening them.
Well, it really depends on what it is you're doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Okay. Like, because more open does not always equal better.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wrong.
But if jaw tension's something you, like if you're stuck here, sometimes I like to think about the sound as like, pretend the sound's being pulled out of your mouth. Like, imagine like, you know those magicians when they pull the scarves out of their sleeve?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say that again because I just beat the shit out of this mic.
Too.
Yeah, you know those magicians when they pull the scarves out of their sleeves. Yeah, like that's being pulled out of your mouth is on the lyrics.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a cool visual. Let's do
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a visual learner.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a fire
starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. and you played it to the beat. I don't know how to explain it.
It feels like right here there's like a like the sound's not coming out. Like it's kind of stuck.
Probably.
Okay, I think it's your jaw because I'm seeing it as your jaw.
I think it's your jaw because it is your jaw.
because it looks like it, because you're, instead of going oh, you're going I can see
little
these
thrust.
and I think I was overdoing that. It's not a full thrust, it was like a open and grip.
Locking in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you just for a second, we're not gonna pull the jaw down, put your finger here and let it just be like a paperweight and just like and now let's just sigh for a second. Now, instead of give it a you're right there. You just let off it. What was that like?
Better.
Did you feel these muscles just kind of stop
like
doing
less.
what they were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that was for exercise's sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to kind of get that moving around. Is
Very
that you
cool.
doing?
Yeah, I just I was just holding it open because I have a ton of jaw tension too. I'm like,
I think of it, if I think of my hand being like a weight, and because we don't want to overextend, and just let it be there.
I feel it in my muscles, my jaw muscles here.
Yeah, me too. I actually didn't realize how bad my jaw hurt until I just did that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, girl.
We're all, yeah.
And that just shows you, like, it's not like a fix it once and you're good forever kind of thing. Like, tension is something that just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
But you learn what works for you.
Yes.
And so you can start letting go.
Yeah.
We do have to get out of here.
Yeah.
So can we just go again from the beginning? Just like one little run through. Move.
I need to.
I was just gonna say, feel free to move
Make sure you bend your
however you
knees.
want, and just have fun.
Like, doesn't have to be totally bent, but like as you're moving, just
Yeah, and just have fun. Like, just remember to have fun. That's the most important thing.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sail me out, and I'll lay your ship bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hand, and you played it to the beat.
Yeah! I love how you'd like throw the, and you played it!
Yeah.
Yes, right? Sounding so good! That was great. I love how you like throw the, and you played it! Like, I love how you're like speaking that word, throwing it away.
Yeah.
So good. So well done.
Thank you.
Yes. You have a great voice.
Yeah.
Trust yourself, get out of your head, move, have fun, use your breath, drop your jaw. Don't think too much, but drop your jaw. Absolutely. You're doing such a great job. I'm so excited for you to, share your music with the world, letting it out there, share your voice, be heard, make your opinions heard, you know, stand up for yourself, all of the above. Thank you for sharing your story. And we're so proud of you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my God, so proud. Proud mamas.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Literally,
And
so honored to
Oh
be
my
here, and
gosh.
you guys really
of course.
it helps in this journey, to
Share.
also hear, share,
Yeah.
and just also hear from you guys, and
We're here to help
Yeah.
anytime. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
And we have to do this again sometime. And see, okay, where are we at now with this song or something else? Something you wrote maybe one of these days. Ooh.
Yeah.
Can you please let everybody know where can we follow you so we can stay up to date on your journey with your music?
Okay. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Life with Legendary. So LIFEW Legendary.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
I will be sure to link to it as well so people can find you easily.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And please keep singing. Share your voice.
Yeah.
Yes, I promise.
Yes, I
Good.
love it.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's do it, baby. And then we're gonna have to do this again, okay?
Yeah.
I love it. Alrighty. Take care, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Keep singing, okay? Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.